Well, good morning again. I'm here in my new room, my new cavernous facility with the echo going strong. I put on some music this time because music's how I learn. I'm that guy in the coffee shop who's sitting with the headphones on. Just trying to learn everything people ask me to learn. Just trying to get it. So let's get it, me and you. Come on, let's do it. What I want to go over is how to write the equation of a line. It's such a powerful thing. I wish I could get fully into why it's powerful, but I want to keep this video under 10 minutes, so I understand our ability to focus. I want an equation of a line that goes through this point and has that slope. And I want the equation to be in what's called point-slope form. So let me show you what that's all about. Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. That's point-slope form. It's a beautiful form. It's a beautiful form. So, and just look at what it's called. It's called point-slope form. And what do we have? We have a point and a slope. Perfect! So let's get it. What we got to do is apply it. And actually I'm going to say it again. And just listen. Y minus y1 is equal to the slope multiplied by x minus x1. And here's my x1. So the first step, and if you're going to leave it in point slope form, it's the only step. It's just substitute what we know. So it's y minus. Now I'm going to always use parentheses because well, until I don't need to use them, but it's going to help me not make mistakes with negative signs. Alright, so what is y1? Y1 is negative 1. You could even read this as the opposite of y1 and just go straight to positive, but no, I'm going to do that. Alright, so slope is 1/2 x minus 4. Now we got to simplify this. We don't leave the double negative. We don't leave it minus a negative. That's like why in English class you never say that's not great. You just call it great. And this is great. So I'm not going to leave it as this double negative. I'm going to say this is y plus 1. Because remember, to take away a negative is to add. And a nice analogy is to think, how do we take away negative emptiness? Right? Negative space. How do we take it away? The only way to do it is to fill it. And so when we take away negative, we actually add, okay? Alright. So we got this is equal to 1/2 x minus x4. Done! Absolutely done! This is the answer in point-slope form. There we go. That's the point-slope answer. But I'm going to do a little bonus round here, and I'm going to show you, because a lot of my students always use this form, even when it's supposed to be in slope-intercept. Now remember slope-intercept, I'll get out this green marker. A lot of times teachers want it in this form, because this form, well, I mean, a couple of reasons why, but one is it gives you the y-intercept. It tells you where it begins, which is nice to know. All you do to go from here to here is you just basically solve for y, and you got to distribute the 1/2. So watch this. If I distribute this 1/2, I get y plus 1 is equal to 1/2 x minus 2, because 1/2 times 4 is 2. Then you subtract 1 from both sides, and you get y is equal to 1/2 x minus 3. So these two equations are exactly the same. This is the one I actually asked for in point-slope form, but it's nice to know that you can just go right from point-slope form, I don't know why I'm carrying so many markers right now, but into slope-intercept form if you want. Slope-intercept. If you want. Alright, I mean that's it, I know it's quick. But if you have the slope and you have the point, putting it in point-slope form doesn't take too long. Let's go get another one. Let's get another one. Alright, so same question. I want it in point-slope form, but this time I'm just going to give you 2 points. 5, 2, and 7, 0. So, write the equation that goes through these 2 points, and I want that equation in point slope form. I'll give you a second. That's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. I can't play like that. Alright, so here we go. This point slope form, you gotta know the slope, so let's go find that slope. Let's find that thing. So we got m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. By the way, as a little side note, this is where that equation came from. You guys see the similarities? If you took this one and you multiplied by x2 minus x1 on both sides, these would cancel. And you would literally have the point slope form. So that's good to know. But it kind of messes up the neatness that I had going there. So I'm gonna redo that over x2 minus x1. So what is x1 and y1? What is x2 and y2? It's a little vocal performance for you. Well, these are xy. So which one's x1 and y1? It doesn't matter whichever one you want it to be. You want that to be x1? Make it x1. Maybe you don't love. Maybe you got an affinity for the number 7, and you want that to be x1. You go for it. Whatever makes your heart feel content. Whatever makes your heart feel content. Let's get it. Come on. We're almost there. Let's substitute in. I got 2 minus 0 over 5 minus 7. 2 minus 0 is 2. Negative 2, which is negative 1. Boom! That's our slope. But look at the formula. I'm going to rewrite that. So I'm going to go y minus y1 is equal to negative 1 times x minus x1. All I got to do is substitute in one of these known points. And I'm going to be done. I'm going to take this one. Because, the 0 is probably a nice one to choose because 0 is such a fun number to work with. But I'm just going to try to avoid using 0. I don't know. I don't know why. We don't always need reasons. y2 is 2, so it's y. I'm still going to put parentheses. Just, none of these happen to be negative, but if they were, the parentheses would be helping me out, keeping me from making any potential mistakes with my signs. So now I'm just going to ditch the parentheses. And that's the answer. That's the answer in point slope form. And if you wanted it in slope-intercept form, might as well challenge yourself to do that. Just distribute that negative 1, and you get y minus 2 is equal to negative x plus 5. And then I'll switch, add 2 to both sides. Alright? And then you get y is equal to negative x plus 7. So these are the same equations. This one's in point slope form, which is what I wanted, and that's in slope-intercept form. You want to be able to go back and forth between those. Lastly, real quick about what point slope form is and why it's so beautiful. If you think about what slope is the change in y with the change in x. This little triangle means change in. If you multiply both sides by the change in x, you get that y is equal to the m times the change in x. Okay, this tells you something different really than what this tells you. This tells you how much y is going to change when x changes. Like if you wiggle x just a little bit, how much is y going to wiggle? Depends on how big m is. When I used to be an engineer, this is really similar to the gain in an amplifier. Right? So you have this little input voltage, and you have an output voltage, and the gain is here. The gain literally says how much when you wiggle the input voltage will the output voltage wiggle. And this is a really kind of clean analogy between slope and maybe something more real life, whatever that means. You can do this all day long. Just pick any 2 points and put the equation in point slope form. It's been a real pleasure teaching you today. I hope your evening's beautiful, and I hope your day's beautiful, and I know you're beautiful. Cheers.